Two guys walk into a bar. After the first one walked into it, don't you think the second one would know better?
That's a dad joke.
Total dad joke.
Yo, what's up, crew? I'm super excited about tonight's episode. We're getting into the depths of Project CFC and kind of our investment strategy going forward with some of the cards that we have now. Hopefully you can get some ideas out of this and maybe use some of your investment tools. Give us some feedback of what your strategy is going forward. I'm super excited about this. Let's get right into it. All right. So like I said, we're going to give you some inside looks into Project CFC. We'll start from the beginning. This is kind of where we're at as a group is you have to build inventory if you start from the beginning. You got to do it in some form of fashion. Boxes, cards, your old stuff that you had as a kid, individual groupings on from whatever platform you decide to get those on. And there's a ton out there to buy cards from at this point. Us right now, we're at the point of where we have accumulated some form of inventory. Not a ton, but super excited about what we have. And we are going to now start flipping a lot of those cards. Even though we've gotten a couple back here and there, we've bought all types of cards from raw to PSA 10s, personal collections, group collections. And I hope you are excited about some of this. Maybe let me know some of the cards that you guys have got here in the last few months over this pandemic. But we do have sports coming up now, hopefully. And in that turn coming up, like I've spoke about in our last few episodes, this is the time now to continue buying. But this is our plan, what we're going to do with some of these cards. So let me start off with, maybe we'll start with the sport and I'll get you into some of the cards we have with that and some of my favorite ones and our plan with those cards going forward. So we're going to get into depth here a little bit about our plan, like I discussed. So Project CFC and what we're going to do here, like say in the next month or so before sports starts. Our objective is to mostly buy raw cards, get them graded, and then resell them. That's the basic outline of that. We are also buying PSA 10s, BGS 10s, and watching the increased value on those. So that's the two ways we're kind of the basic outline that we're attacking this now. Tell me which way you guys are attacking it. You think that's the right way. But yeah, getting into, like I said, in the next month, starting off with baseball, which we all hate right now because they can't make up their minds. The only one we're pissed off about. Getting into that, the only thing that I think kind of has something going or had in the last few months here is that Project 2020 run that this is on. This is one of those Project 2020 cards here. Frank Thomas, we're here in Chicago, so we're tacking on him. It's a fun card. Another Griffey card here with a patch. It's a fun card. Some of these cards here where we're getting graded. Pete Alonso rated rookie and a Wander Franco card here. This is Topps card. So those are some of the baseball stuff. Like I said, we still don't know what's going on. Maybe they'll play 60, 70 games right in that mark. So as for baseball, our plan as a group is kind of wait to see if baseball plays out. We are attacking a couple of these rookie cards and still in the Project 2020 outlook. Those cards have come down. I have discussed that here in the last few videos, but it's still fun cards, and I think they are more longer term plays now in the Project 2020 cards. All right, now as for basketball, okay, that's our next sport that is actually, I believe, is actually going to be the first team sport to get going here. So that's why when I referenced the beginning of sports, I think it's going to be basketball. Basketball is already on a high trajectory. Their cards in general, as I've discussed in the past, are always on a peaking cards. Most cards do not come down a ton. Some do, and some have leveled off. But in general speaking, they have come up. So let's start off here with why we're going to try to get these great cards graded. That's Kobe White. We got 4 cards here. His rated rookie, his optic rated rookie here, and this one, the NBA Hoops card. Both those are going to get graded because Kobe's not going to be in this playoffs. He's not. Bulls didn't make it. So those are good objectives to get these cards graded. Get them raw now, graded, so that when the basketball season does resume for the Bulls, that is anyways, that those cards have some increase in value. And I think they'll still be increase in value just by getting them graded. You can X the card up. A couple playoff guys. We got Luka, and Steph's not playing, but these are just some of the cards. Tatum's rated rookie, his patch card here, not rated rookie, his select rookie card. I'm sorry. Those are the ones. Some of the raw cards here that we have right now in front of me. This is our PSA 10 on the Luka. Since we bought it, it's gone up a few $100. These, and like I said, these are the last few months since Project CFC started. We're young. So this is our plan kind of on basketball. In the previous weeks, or actually last video, I gave you guys our top players in basketball. Those are the guys that you should continue to check. Those are some of the ones that we're still purchasing raw and in PSA 10 here before the season starts. So that's our plan going forward for basketball. And as for football, which we all think is going to start on time, which is super exciting, my favorite sport, we are attacking. So right now we're looking in the market. I like patch cards and some autos. We got the rookies, the quarterbacks. Always attack the quarterbacks. I think is where it's at in football. I'll continue to say that forever. So as a group, we're doing that. We're still continuing to buy raw and have the opportunity to get them graded. Like a few of the quarterbacks here started off with, with Josh Allen. I've showed you this one before. And this one of 100 card right here. This is a real cool Panini card. I love this Josh Allen. Like I said, he has the potential to be great next year. It's like attacking players. That's what we're doing as a group. We believe in players. Try to get their cards raw, depending on the season. The Lamar I've brought up before, which I think has great value. This is one of those patch cards we're talking about. Another quarterback. Kyler Murray. Everyone's believing in Kyler Murray right now. It's just a cheaper card. We're going to try to get graded and make some profit on it. These, like I said, you guys can buy cards at lower values, and it doesn't have to be you're making $200-$300 on a card. You can make $60 on a card. You can make $40 on a card. It's just kind of depending on where you are at and what your financial situation is. Let me tell you about this card here. This is a fun discussion here. I bought this pack years ago, and Kelsey was a rookie, and just a random pack. Put it away in a box. We started this back up again here. He was one of the cards that we pulled out. So we're going to get this one graded for the season. Super Bowl champ. You never know what's going to happen with something like that. He's the top tight end in the league right now, so I think his value is at his peak. That's just beyond the quarterback stuff. So that's something that I think we're going to get graded and try to get rid of this season. Here's a couple of the graded cards now that we do have that have already gone up in value is Mahomes, your Super Bowl champion quarterback. We bought him a few months ago. It's been discussed a few months ago. When I think I even had my original first video ever when we got into the draft day football, we got into the Mahomes. And that's about the same time we bought this, and it's gone up from I think this was bought at $315. It's almost up to $700 now. That's the profit on some of these cards. So the PSA 10s, along with our hometown hero right here, Walter Payton, all continue to go up in value. The 10s and the raws. So the raws you have an opportunity, I think, to also make an exponential amount by catching a great raw one and catching a gem in 10. So as a group, those are some of the things that we're trying to do. All right, crew. That brings us back into the plan, Project CFC's plan. Now, I've showed you a small collection of what we've purchased over the last few months. And all these cards from raw to PSA 10 cards, which have all gained value and continue to gain value, and that's the point. Now, that's also our plan going here for the next few weeks, is to continue to buy raw cards and Gem and 10 cards in their own sports bubble. Just like I talked about, depending on if you have time to get them graded, what your plan is to do with these cards. Our plan is to get them graded, at least all the raw ones, and that's what we're attacking. And in the process of getting them graded, you have to decide what company to go with, and that's our next decision. Is do we go with PSA, or do we go with BGS or another sports company out there? What do you think? Do you think we should go with one? What's your favorite? And these are the decisions that we're going to make going forward, and hopefully show these to you in a new video of what decision we made between those companies and why, and the process in which getting these raw cards graded and sending them in. I have had so much fun doing this. Thank you, crew, so much. I appreciate every like, subscription. Join us on all of our new social media platforms. Have a great night.